Hey there, everyone. That sexy nerd is back again, and we're watching Spy Kids on Nostalgia Critic. Now, I watched this movie an unhealthy amount of time when it came out. I was the perfect age to watch it. I think I was about as old as the girl is in this movie, and yeah, yeah. I remember too. Everybody is like the next movie. Everybody had a crush on her, and it was like, why? But I was, let's see, me. I'm crushing on the mother. I'm into Carla Gugino, and I'm like, so. Oh man, I love Carla Gugino. She's like, I love her so much. Seriously, one of my all-time loves. One of my biggest celebrity crushes. But yeah, yeah, this is exactly where this actually came from. It's the first movie I ever saw her, and I fell in love with her ever since. In fact, I remember we were playing like a drinking game in college, and everybody was like, "Who's like the one celebrity that you'd hook up with and give everything to hook up with?" And I was like, "The mom from Spy Kids," and everybody. We were drunk already, so everybody was just freaking out and like laughing because like, why Spy Kids? And I'm like, I know it's a shit movie, but Carla Gugino is beautiful. I just couldn't remember her name at the moment. So yeah, there's my weird history with Spy Kids. uh, oh man, I did watch Spy Kids 2. And then I just ignored Spy Kids 3 because I was in high school and I didn't give a shit. So, yeah. Why don't we just get into the episode? Because I kind of want to see what he says about this movie. And remember, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content. And subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, sign up for my Patreon for all my latest reactions to all my latest videos. Now let's do this thing, y'all.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to. Many of us are aware of the influence Robert Rodriguez has had on a generation of filmmakers. He's proof you don't always need money to make a film successful.
Yeah.
Planning, good humor, and stylistic choices. He could go from making a film for literally just $7,000 to a film costing $170 million, and both feel genuine and authentic to who he is as a filmmaker. His combination of gritty violence, comedic camp, and a fresh take on classic ideas have cemented him as one of the most ambitious and creative directors of the past few decades.
It's true.
And then he started doing kid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about these before. For a while, he just wanted to do kids' films, many of them inspired by his own kids. Whenever his next film was announced, you always crossed your fingers hoping it starred someone with a limb cut off, then, oh, it stars an 8-year-old in CG Candyland again. I guess you have to admire making children's entertainment at a time when mainly only animated films were doing that, but these were kids' films that felt like they were made by kids. Yeah. Which again, can be kind of neat, but it can also be...
Now picking your nose.
Pretty annoying.
Yeah.
And this fad of annoyance all started with his very first children's film,
Spy Kids.
Oh, right, that was his first.
Yeah.
I think I might actually like this one.
Yeah, I like this one too. I haven't seen it in a while.
Spy Kids was a surprise hit in 2001, earning $112 million in the US alone. Against
Carla, yes!
While critics were surprised to find themselves enjoying the film, I guess the movie's gained a bit of a negative reputation over the years. And I'd be lying if I said I couldn't see where that was coming from. The film is far from perfect. It has a lot of desperate, immature jokes Rodriguez's kids' films would be known for later. But I'm sorry, this movie is out there in some of the best ways. One of my favorite things is taking clips out of context and showing it to people who haven't seen the film. They're either blown away by the surreal imagery or laughing hard at the creative jokes. And then when I reveal what it is, they always say, Spy Kids. That toddler James Bond bullshit? Yeah. You're kidding. But I still stand by for all its faults. There is a lot of stuff that not only works, but is also uniquely its own. Let's face it, this movie could have coasted by just being Mission Impossible for kids, not really putting that much ingenuity or imagination into it, and it still probably would have made money. But it does have the stamp of someone that really wanted to create something bizarre and weirdly ambitious for such a stock idea. So, have I lost my mind, or is this one of the Rodriguez kids films that maybe got a little too much of a bum rap over the years? Well, let's open the top secret envelope to find out. This is Not a reason to have me committed, I swear. Spy Kids. The film opens, honestly, how you would expect a film like this to open, with the spy parents of the leads named Giorgio and Ingrid, played by Antonio Banderas and Carla Gugino, on a mission to assassinate the other and falling in love.
You have to understand.
And I'm falling in love with her.
Confusing times. I mean, there's an enormous amount of turmoil between countries.
Very different from now.
Yeah.
Both these actors get across a lot without having to say anything. Even if there was no narration, Antonio's expression of, nah, would still get a laugh out of me. In fact, most of this intro is pretty hilarious, as the couple grows closer and closer despite having to keep themselves further and further apart.
They would embark on the most dangerous mission of all time. They decided to marry.
They decide to get married, but a hit is put out on the both of them. Thankfully, the wedding is also made up of spies and assassins, so even as they run for their lives, the ceremony continues.
And I love people just randomly jumping for no reason. Whoa.
This feels like a love story Perry the Platypus would have. It turns out the kids of the spies named Carmen and
really
Jimmy,
over-the-top Zorro
Vega and Daryl Sabara, are the ones being told this bedtime story, as it looks like our parental spies have retired.
How many nights, I wonder, do you send the children off to bed with nightmares? That night is
Zorro.
over now.
I'm afraid it will lead to stupid childish sequels. Remember why I told similar stories in my past marriage?
I knew it. See, it's basically the shittier version of the Legend of Zorro sequel. It's the sequel that was never supposed to happen.
Do we have to do this every morning? You gonna hang there all day? Scaredy cat?
Yeah, probably the weakest part of Spy Kids is the Spy Kids themselves. It's hard to say they're bad actors, but it's hard to say they're good either.
Don't start pointing fingers at me. I didn't do anything stupid. I wish I could go away to your world, Flute.
A lot of your enjoyment may stem from how much slack you want to cut them as child actors, and honestly, I do cut them a bit, as the whole film has a campy feel to it that, yes, sometimes is distracting. Absolutely no book could explain those movements. But other times, it matches perfectly. Like the show they watch on their way to school called Floop's Fooglies, which kinda sounds like a replacement swear word. And yeah, visually looks like a replacement swear word too.
What the hell?
He bought the time didn't recognize Cameron Diaz in being John Malkovich. How the hell did he recognize an agent through all that?
Yeah, right.
Gregorio is concerned some of his past spy buddies are going missing, but he'll have to wait as his son is being picked on.
When I'm talking to you, you listen.
Oh my god.
Dolls. Here, let me see the dolls.
That was a strange back and forth. Almost like the film was trying to hatch a Linus and then said, nope, that kind of crazy deserves an entire movie.
Have a good day, son. Show him who's boss.
Speaking of which, for a second, I think this movie did lose its mind when Gregorio launches the bully's parent through a window. But quickly it's revealed to be a fantasy.
Can I help you with something, Chief?
My dad was gonna beat up your dad.
Alright, there's a little Linus there. Meanwhile,
His Linus is a little younger kid.
Bacon Floop, played by Alan Cumming, who's turning people into monstrous weapons for an evil organization. I had a similar theory about Mr. Rogers.
What?
One of my favorite things in describing this movie to someone is when I say the henchmen are comprised entirely of thumbs. Without fail, 100% of the time, people who have not seen this movie always repeat back, thumbs?
Yeah,
in a time when films feel very standard and underwhelming, a movie that guarantees such a confused response has to merit some value.
Johnny?
The head of the evil organization named Mr.
Oh my
List,
god, this
played by
is so
Robert Patrick,
weird.
is shown their latest evil invention, androids that look like the kids of powerful leaders.
Cunning and intelligence of the world's greatest espionage agents I call Spy Kids.
Hey!
So this franchise is based on
Idle drop.
mindless clones. Yeah, I guess that one kind of writes itself.
Tell me, Spy.
I like Spy Kids too.
They're not quite finished.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's the sound most kids make when watching the Minecraft movie. Gregorio decides to go back to the good old spy days to help find the missing agents, and naturally, Ingrid wants to go too. So they call Uncle Felix, played by Cheech Marin, to look after the kids. Now they use their spy tech to begin their mission, but they're quickly intercepted by Floop. A villain so evil, he doesn't even take advantage of an obvious brand name. Floop Loops was right there.
Isn't that what it is?
He alerted to something going wrong and quickly has to level with the kids.
Uncle Felix!
I'm not your uncle.
You're like 5 Disney characters! I don't know what kids these days would know him from. Wait, you're that guy from Spy Kids! He fills them in on their parents being spies and tells them to use their gadgets to get to a safe house as their home is under attack.
We're never gonna see him again, are we?
Kid, it's a Rodriguez movie. Feel lucky you got to see him in person even once.
What?
And sure, I'll admit it, sometimes it does feel like Rodriguez is saying, yeah, I'm just making a dumb kids movie.
Now flushing your poop.
Now rolling my eyes. They make it to the safe house where there's all sorts of inventions to keep them safe.
Big hydrator.
Buddy pack.
Machete?
I guess he's been in weirder. The parents break free as Floop's lair seems to be more a fun house from hell.
Virtual room.
Again, I just assume that's what most of Rodriguez's sets are called. The virtual room is
These jokes write
as it
themselves.
tricks our heroes into falling into Floop's clutches again.
Oh,
After I have to
God.
admit, a pretty damn clever line.
God damn it, Nightcrawler.
Fingers
Loki.
and my fingers snap you.
I think these creatures were made just for that joke.
Maybe.
Either make Gregorio to finish his development of the androids, or he'll turn everyone he loves into vagina cats.
Ah!
The pancake face guy from Star Wars, one of the two.
Yeah.
Hi,
Adam.
I'm Miss Gradenko.
Oh.
One of your parents.
Meanwhile, the kids
Desperate
are approached by a
Housewives.
supposed friend named Miss Gradenko, played by Terry Hatcher.
Yeah.
She reveals the vanished spies are indeed prisoners on Floop's show.
You know that tuneless song the characters sing?
She's totally a bad guy.
Floop is a madman, help us, save us! Floop is a madman, help us, save us!
No, that's so goddamn funny.
Carmen! She's working for Floop.
It turns out she's a baddie as well as they try stealing a device called the Third Brain. And I do love it when an action setup is both impressive and pathetic at the same time. Cursed IKEA luxuries! The kids use jetpacks to try and escape.
Oh, God. Oh,
Now that's the
dead.
Rodriguez we love. That's the kid shit we hate.
That's
Hair
funny.
day.
That's just dumb. We get a chase scene that's, again, cheap as hell, but like I said, is part of the fun. It's campy, but even in its
looks
campiness,
so
you can tell there's effort and creativity put into it. The same way Charlie Brown Christmas is like an awkwardly charming Christmas pageant. The same way this is like a spy chase a bunch of 10-year-olds worked out. And yes, that is going to be the last connection to a Charlie Brown Christmas. I already feel dirty comparing them.
That's not bad.
To escape and... I'm clearly too sober for this. I'm going to be back in a few shots. Okay. Nicely buzzed. Continue.
Jimmy.
Nope,
My
not buzzed enough.
dream.
So yeah, this is one of the scenes I randomly show people and they always say, no way this is Spy Kids. This is a Pee-wee's Playhouse reboot done by Rob Zombie. They even got Danny Elfman just to compose this mere 45 seconds to make it sound extra odd.
No.
Hence why it sounds like his 2 stop-motion skeletons banging each other.
Wow. My dream.
I'm sorry. Any movie that has this in it isn't just some meh kid spy film. This weirdness stands out.
See? I don't even
This is a
remember this.
rehearsal for Floop's show as he asks his minion named Minion, played by Tony Shalhoub, what's missing?
What does it need?
I had a show called Monk.
So it needs something.
Rehab. It needs rehab. Minion reveals he made android versions of Junie and Carmen to go find them as we get...
The most intense day at the park ever.
Way too excited to be at a playground.
Right?
The robot kids try to capture the real kids
Oh.
as we get an inventive fight scene on a merry-go-round.
Hello.
Fun fact, this is how
Actually-
dangerous modern parents think an old-school merry-go-round is. They grab the third brain and take off, and as you may have put together, Machete is indeed the name of a Danny Trejo character. He's the one who made all their spy gadgets and is their actual uncle.
You think I want to babysit my brother the rest of my life? Watch out for Gregorio. Take care of Gregorio. Make sure Gregorio knows right from wrong.
I can't even get a space sequel off the ground, and everybody gets a space sequel!
What Danny Trejo thinks of Antonio Banderas.
He and his brother had a falling out years ago, so he refuses to help. The kids take matters into their own hands, though, by stealing his plane.
Goodbye, Uncle Machete! Thanks for the plane!
We'll bring it back when we're done fighting that alien thing from Mario Land.
Jeez.
You, Floop.
That's a whole...
Served your purpose.
Meanwhile, looks like Minion is sick of working on Floop's kid show and wants to spend more time taking over the world.
Tony
It
Shalhoub.
was a weird meshing. I can only think of one other business that attempted it. The kids get to Floop's hideout and it's been 2 seconds. How about another bodily function joke?
The water's warmer in here. Oh, I just peed.
Why do I like this again? Oh yeah, weird shit like that. Anytime the movie gets too dumb, something just so crazy will happen, I gotta shrug and say, okay, I'm glad something that odd lives in my head now.
Where's my mom and dad?
I'll give credit to, sometimes you think, is the film really gonna be so stupid to have a scene where the spy kids sneak in with the androids even though they're wearing entirely different clothes?
Oh, absolutely.
Nope.
Not.
Other times I'll admit I do ask, is that intentionally dumb or not?
I hope this leads to attention.
I don't think it does. Junie meets up with Floop in the virtual room as we discover Minion's real name.
Alexander Minion.
I'm sorry, 47% score, but that is funny. And he turns their dad into a literal kid's drawing.
Alexander Minion.
It's Dad.
Oh.
Looking similar to how he looks today. No, that joke doesn't work. He still looks amazing. He must be on that new diet. Terry Hatcher, on the other hand.
Yeah.
Good to be back, Alex.
Still looks
Actually
like
also
her.
looks pretty similar.
Yeah.
Floop joins our heroes and gets their dad back to normal, all while luring Minion back to his lab. And so help me, I don't know why this line delivery from Shalhoub makes me laugh.
Some sort of truce in exchange for your daughter.
Spoken for.
There you are. Didn't see you. Didn't see you.
I'll just chuck that up too. I don't know. He's just good. They put him in the same machine to mess up his appearance, but it turns out he kind of digs it.
Oh, don't worry. I think it's reversible.
I am a 43-year-old man with no problem saying Spy Kids. It's gonna give me nightmares. It looks like the parents are captured again. Yeah, how good of spies were these two anyway? The kids try to see if they can stop the robots.
Can you shut them down from here?
Too late.
I'm sorry. If we collectively had permission to like this type of dumb humor, I think we should
Yes,
collectively have
yes,
permission to like this type of
yes.
dumb humor too.
Thank you.
The kids face off against themselves and they have a little battle.
Careful. They're stronger and smarter now.
And can probably say their lines more coherently. With that said, give this girl credit. I really did think they earned their PG rating for a second.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Talking mushrooms.
Shiitake
Let's make it an
mushrooms.
actual PG though.
Oh, shit.
God, that's funnier. He uses one of the gadgets to stop them, but the army of robots approaches to finish him off. Thankfully, Machete returns to rip some heads off. I mean, hug.
Hug. What the flippity flop?
PG. Floop reprograms him though to go after the villains. Machete cries.
Why?
Let it go. He's fine. He's gonna be fine.
You're still writing a positive review, but you are pushing it, Spy Kids. And Floop, I guess, hammers in the message.
You won today, Junie. And not because you were the biggest or the strongest, but because you were pure of heart and of mind.
Shut your face.
How did that happen? Who cares? The movie doesn't. Let's just jump to the millionth cameo.
They're not Willy
Emergency
Wonka.
assignment has come up.
Sorry, Definitely we haven't talked about this as a family yet.
I wasn't talking to you. No, this assignment is for Carmen and Junie.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that if you'd seen Tomorrowland. You know, he has a weird history with kids.
Oh boy.
So it ends on the family. Wait, nobody has seen Tomorrowland. Go see Tomorrowland to make that joke work. Now, don't do it. It's
No,
so
it's
it ends
not
with
good.
the family all joining forces to fight evil, and the movie ends. So that was Spy Kids. Yes, I have to acknowledge the problems, but I also have to acknowledge the fun insanity.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of moments that are awkward or cringy or don't quite work, but the energy is high, most of the comedy decent, and like I said, the creativity is really going for broke. I don't know why this is the project Rodriguez decided to pour all his Tim Burton into, but it is imaginative and enjoyable to take in.
Yeah, very much.
I guess I can't be surprised if somebody doesn't get into it, as there is a lot of stilted acting, choppy editing, and juvenile jokes that don't land. But for the bar I think many of us had going into this movie, it did turn out to have more effort than expected. I'm not pretending this is a great comedy or anything, but it weirdly has the right amount of what the hell am I watching to keep it entertaining. I'm a nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have to.
Woo!
I just peed.
Yeah, super nostalgic. But I do admit I have not seen that movie in such a long time. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, man, I totally forgot like everything that. Yeah, I totally forgot like everything in that movie. Absolutely everything. Except Carla Gugino. Except I swear she looks prettier when it was a little older, but whatever. I guess that was just the first time I've ever seen her, and I was like, very nice. Yeah, she was my shell. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this movie. I can't wait for him to get to camel poop because he's gonna fucking hate that one. Like, and he already does hate it. Like, he's already done Spy Kids 3. I'm surprised he's done Spy Kids 3 but never done Spy Kids 1. It's like he does these things out of order, and hopefully he can actually, yeah, now he can have a new marathon if he does Spy Kids 2. Yay him. But anyway, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, sign up for my Patreon for all my latest reactions to all my latest videos. And let me know your history of this movie. And I'll see you on the next episode.